How on earth are we going to explain to Nigerians and maybe our African continent at large that the quality, the strength of every nation, the capacity of every nation is dependent on those that lead them? How do we explain this? Because I still can't believe that when it comes to election in my country, people still believe in tribal and religious sentiment, even with leaders that is obviously headless. Imagine still electing leaders like this to lead Africa countries. That makes Africa vulnerable to Western aggression. Should the likes of America, China decide to take on Africa as a continent today, what will be our line of defense? What is the capacity of our defense system? Zero. Against an America that have B2 spirit, or against China that have a weapon they call 61 with hydrogen bomb, Nigeria have nothing. Africa have nothing. And this is because we still elect or allow people like this to get to power. Meanwhile, let's watch this video and then I'll be back.
It is the most dangerous, most powerful, and most expensive fighter jet ever built in the world. Its name, the B-2 Spirit. There is no radar in the world capable of detecting and shooting it down. No army on Earth can challenge it. Against it, all air defense systems are powerless and insignificant. It costs over $3 billion and is deployed only for the highest level missions and high-intensity wars requiring ultra-advanced technology. It is the very symbol of American technological and military dominance and supremacy. The United States is the only country in the world to have built such an advanced fighter jet, and the only one to possess it to this day. Russia and China have tried to copy it, but failed. It has never failed a mission since it was built, and is currently taking part in Operation Epic Fury against Iran. It is a ghost or invisible fighter jet that appears instantly, strikes, and disappears instantly.
You saw that in display. That was the America B-2 Spirit, worth over $3 billion, the most expensive fighter jet ever built in the world. Only America have that. With heads like this, you can never, ever get to that level, even in a million years. Now, let's watch this next video. And this one is of China. Watch it and listen carefully.
If you want to have war, you will get war. If you want to destroy China, you will be destroyed. If you want to impose nuclear war on China, you will be wiped out by nuclear war. This is very serious. China's policy is very clear. China will not fire the first shot, but China will not allow you to fire the second shot. If you have not watched the Victory Day parade in Beijing on September the 3rd, one of the weapons China demonstrated, we call it 61, because it can contain 60 nuclear warheads plus one hydrogen bomb. Now, in the world of today, let me tell you, which country has hydrogen bomb? China is the only country with hydrogen bomb. And that ICBM can cover every corner of the world in less than 20 minutes and destroy any target in any corner of the world without any possibility of being intercepted.
So that was China telling you how prepared they are against any external aggression. America can boast of B-2 Spirit, while China can boast of hydrogen bomb. What can Africa boast of? What does my Nigeria have? Of course, nothing. And that's because we still allow people like this, people of this mentality and of this capacity, to lead a nation and to lead the continent of Africa. And for as long as that continues, we will continue to be vulnerable to the West. That is why they decide everything that happens in Africa. Africa have no say when world leaders sit to talk. Because if they decide to take on you on any reasons, it will take them hours to get you off the surface of this earth. When leaders are coming up with plans like this to defend their country, we have some morons in Africa, in Nigeria, who call themselves religious leader, telling the people that an army, that a church on his knee is stronger than an army on their feet. We have the likes of Adeboye preaching that rubbish. We have people who want the world to believe that Nigeria have God that the West does not have. This is the mentality that have taken Africa so backward, that we are the weakest among nations. Obviously the weakest. because we have religious leaders misleading our people and giving things like this the opportunity to grab and assume power. And with leaders like this, you can never invent a B2 spirit or an hydrogen bomb like what China have. Obviously, you need people of a sound mind, people who has a head to accommodate advancement and technology, not somebody who is championing Sharia, not somebody who believes that we have to wait for the return of Jesus. You get the point now? Please, it's very unfortunate. And if as a Nigerian youth haven't seen this video or haven't noticed like this, come election, it's not even an election because Nigeria is not having an election. You are still not doing anything humanly possible to make sure that these idiots no longer have what it takes to impose themselves on us. You are still supporting them in one way or the other. You will never see the light of day. It shall never, ever be well with you. Enough of this nonsense now. The richest continent, the second largest continent, the most blessed continent, being led by things like this, and we expect to be in the leagues of America, China, even in the next 1 billion years. It's never going to happen. So if you think that voting the wrong candidate is because you want to punish Odalo, or because you want to punish the Igbo tribe, or because you want to punish a certain religion, you are doing yourself. You are the idiot. If America want to take over Africa today by force, they will just take it and you will be part of the victim. So please, my people, I don't know what you think about this. If this make any sense, please help us share. Video like this should be going wide because our people are so docile, ignorant of so many things. Perhaps that's why they are stupid as they are. Please let them see this and then you comment your thoughts and opinion. See you again in my next video.